The Pebble featured a scratch and shatter-resistant anti-glare plastic enclosure with swappable rubber watch bands.
Take this electronic skin that could help patients with prosthetic limbs regain a sense of touch.
Steve Jobs was no stranger to innovation, but there's one invention that quietly changed the game and left a lasting impact on the world of tech. While most people think of the iPhone or Mac when they hear his name, this secret creation redefined how we interact with technology on a daily basis.
Very real in the virtual world. To fully experience the metaverse, you might have to smell it.
Hidden behind the scenes, it played a pivotal role in shaping the devices we use today, changing industries and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From the failures to the unbelievable. What was this groundbreaking invention, and why did it fly under the radar for so long? 1. Apple Lisa in 1983. The Apple Lisa, launched in 1983, was groundbreaking. Yet ultimately, no one really knows about it today. For the world today, this is essentially a secret that is lost to time. This was the first personal computer to feature a graphical user interface, a revolutionary concept for its time. But the thing is, despite its technological innovation, the Lisa turned out to be a commercial disaster. One of the biggest reasons for its failure was its price, a staggering $9,995, which would be around $30,000 today, making it inaccessible to most consumers. Priced at a jaw-dropping $9,995 at the time, equivalent to about $30,000 today, it was way too expensive for the average consumer. Despite being the first personal computer with a graphical user interface,
now, by going to the menu bar and depressing that button again,
the Lisa had several major setbacks. Its operating system was buggy and slow, and the hardware often failed to perform reliably. Adding to these technical issues, the limited software available made it hard for businesses to justify the investment. On top of that, Apple's marketing efforts missed the mark. The Lisa was targeted at businesses, but Apple failed to understand the specific needs of that market. Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. Leading to poor sales. Even though it was a commercial failure, the lessons learned from the Lisa directly influenced the development of the Macintosh. Steve Jobs took the feedback to heart, focusing on making the Macintosh more affordable, user-friendly, and reliable, a move that cemented Apple's reputation for innovation and revolutionized technology. 2. But things somehow got even worse before they got better. The Apple III, launched in 1980, was meant to be Apple's next big hit, but instead, it was a massive failure. The computer was also riddled with design flaws, the most infamous being its tendency to overheat. The lack of internal fans, part of an aesthetic choice to keep the computer sleek, caused major malfunctions. The device was straight up unusable. Eventually, the Apple III was discontinued, which also ended up being yet another significant setback for Steve Jobs and the company. But the thing is, this failure became a crucial turning point. Jobs took away the importance of engineering products with both design and functionality in mind, instead of prioritizing aesthetics alone. This lesson shaped the development of future Apple devices, particularly the Macintosh, which emphasized user-friendly features and better engineering. The experience from the Apple III's flop continued to influence Apple's iconic products like the iPhone and iPad and everything else Apple has created since. But while the journey from the secret invention to the iPad and the iPhone ended up being a little unexpected to say the least, this wasn't the only invention that just came out of nowhere and changed the world. There was also 3. WD-40. WD-40, a household name today, started as a simple water displacement formula created by Norm Larsen in 1953. Larsen, working with a small team at the Rocket Chemical Company in San Diego, wanted to protect missile components from rust during the Atlas missile program. After 39 failed attempts, they finally landed on the perfect formula, leading to the name WD-40, which stands for Water Displacement 40th Attempt. Initially, WD-40 was used exclusively in aerospace, but it quickly found its way into homes when employees started bringing it home for personal use. By 1958, it hit store shelves, and its versatility, from lubricating squeaky doors to preventing rust on tools, made it a staple in American households. Today, over 80% of US households own a can of WD-40, proving that what started as a missile maintenance product evolved into a must-have item, all thanks to their persistence and adaptability. 4. The insane metal detector story. In 1881, Alexander Graham Bell, the famed inventor of the telephone, found himself developing an entirely new kind of device, the metal detector. This invention came about after President James Garfield was shot and doctors struggled to locate the bullet lodged in his body. Bell, in response to this urgent medical crisis, quickly worked on an electromagnetic device.
Keep down the sumptuous meals he was being fed, the president's weight plunged from 210 pounds to 130.
That he thought could somehow pinpoint the bullet's location. The metal detector was used in secrecy during the president's treatment, as doctors were desperate to save his life. Unfortunately, despite Bell's innovative efforts, the device failed at this critical moment. The issue wasn't the detector itself, but interference, caused by the metal springs in Garfield's mattress, which messed up the results. 5. Nikola Tesla's Egg of Columbus. Nikola Tesla's Egg of Columbus was a secret when he first demonstrated it. Tesla wasn't trying to make a commercial product with this device. Instead, he used it as a clever way to showcase his electromagnetic motor principles. The device made a metal egg spin and stand upright thanks to an electromagnetic field, and with it, he impressed all the onlookers and potential investors in the area. It wasn't just about showing off his genius, it was Tesla's way of securing funding for his other, much bigger projects.
Our hands-on museum exhibit was developed by Carl Dunkel Warner.
He was basically the modern-day Elon Musk with the way he did things. Though it's often overshadowed by his more famous inventions, this demonstration was a critical moment for Tesla. It made clear his ability to turn abstract scientific concepts into interesting, real-world application. It was a subtle but brilliant move that kept people interested in what he would come up with next. 6. Percy Spencer's microwave. Percy Spencer stumbled upon the idea for the microwave oven completely by accident while tinkering with radar technology in the 1940s. One day, he noticed a candy bar in his pocket had melted from the electromagnetic waves he was working with. That sweet little mishap led him to experiment further with these waves to see what else they could do.
Mr. Langdon, is there any danger from the microwaves?
Before anyone knew it, Spencer developed the first microwave oven, transforming cooking forever. What started as a curiosity in a lab turned into a kitchen essential, making meal prep faster and more convenient. Today, Spencer's accidental discovery is a staple in households around the world, proving that sometimes the best inventions come from unexpected moments. 7. Superglue. Harry Coover's journey with superglue is a classic case of a happy accident. Originally developed during World War II, this super-strong adhesive was intended for use in weapon sights. But when Coover realized just how sticky the material was, it was deemed too impractical and shelved for years. Fast forward to the 1950s, when Coover stumbled upon his creation again. This time, he recognized its potential as a powerful adhesive. He pivoted and marketed it as superglue, and it took off. What started as a wartime material for precision equipment ended up as a household staple, bonding everything from ceramics to skin. Coover's tenacity turned a failed invention into a game changer, proving that sometimes the best ideas come from things you didn't even know you had. 8. The GPS. The journey of GPS technology is a classic example of a secretive military project evolving into a revolutionary tool for everyday life. Initially developed by the US Department of Defense in the 1970s, GPS was designed for precise military navigation and positioning. The technology was kept under wraps for years, so its capabilities were reserved for military applications, including missile guidance and troop movements. It wasn't until the 1980s that the technology was released for civilian use.
Today's GPS constellation is made up of 31 satellites.
Driven by the demand for accurate navigation systems in various sectors, the unveiling of GPS transformed how people navigate, making it possible for anyone to pinpoint their location with incredible accuracy using handheld devices. Today, GPS technology is integrated into smartphones, vehicles, and countless applications, guiding millions daily. But if they never took the risk to develop and trust it in the first place, they would have never been able to navigate anywhere without a traditional compass. 9. The Segway. Developed by inventor Dean Kamen in the late 1990s, the Segway project was a total mystery, with Kamen promising a groundbreaking innovation that would transform personal transportation. Before its public release in 2001, there was a lot of buzz surrounding the device, with some even suggesting it could change the way cities were designed. When the Segway finally hit the market, it featured a two-wheeled design that allowed users to balance effortlessly while standing. However, despite the excitement, the Segway struggled in the real markets. High costs, safety concerns, and regulatory challenges all affected its success. Many cities enacted laws restricting its use on sidewalks, further limiting its potential user base. Today, while the Segway is still in use and has found niche applications in tourism and some urban environments, it never quite lived up to the revolutionary status that was initially promised. Yet today, we have versions of the scooter everywhere, but none of them are a Segway. They invented the wheel and then disappeared, letting all the companies that came after them reap the rewards. 10. The Robotic Hand. Developed with advanced biomimetic technology, the Robotic Hand from Clone Robotics is a device that aims to mimic the intricate movements and capabilities of the human hand. Before its unveiling, with researchers and engineers working tirelessly to perfect its design without revealing just about anything to the public. When the Robotic Hand was finally revealed, it was shocking how human-like its movement and strength were, allowing it to perform tasks ranging from delicate movements like picking up small objects to more robust actions like lifting heavier items. This level of precision and adaptability raised the bar for robotic prosthetics and tools, hinting at a future where machines can seamlessly integrate into human activities. 11. Tesla. Even though Teslas are everywhere today, it wasn't always like that. Led by Elon Musk, Tesla set out to revolutionize the car industry with sustainable energy solutions. From the start, the company kept many details under wraps to develop cutting-edge features that would give them a competitive edge. One of the standout elements is Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving capabilities. Using a mix of cameras, radar, and sensors, these systems give the car a complete view of its surroundings, enhancing safety and convenience while driving. That's the type of stuff we could only imagine in the movies. Another impressive feature is Tesla's over-the-air software updates. These updates allow cars to receive new features and improvements without needing a trip to the dealership. These cars weren't even believed as ideas, let alone as real cars that are all over the roads today. 12. Pebble Tech. Even though smartwatches are now a common sight, Pebble technology was actually the first to come up with the watches we have today. Developed in stealth mode, the Pebble smartwatch first gained attention through its successful Kickstarter campaign in 2012. The excitement surrounding this project was palpable, as it promised to bring a new level of connectivity to our wrists. When the Pebble finally launched, it had a sleek design and impressive functionality, including notifications for calls and messages, fitness tracking, and customizable watch faces. These features were groundbreaking at the time,
Pebble OS, which was built on a customized version of FreeRTOS,
and set the stage for what would later become standard in smartwatches from major players like Apple and Samsung. However, despite its early success and passionate fan base, the Pebble faced a lot of competition as larger tech companies entered the market. While it initially carved out a niche for itself, The lack of resources and marketing power compared to giants like Apple led to its eventual decline. 13. Roomba. Even though robotic vacuum cleaners have been around in concept for years, the idea for the Roomba took shape back in 1989 when engineer Joe Jones was at the MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory. He started with a simple prototype made from Lego bricks, trying to explain the possibility of creating an autonomous vacuum cleaner. Fast forward to 1999, and after many years of development and several prototypes, the project gained some serious momentum when SC Johnson decided to invest in it. Initially called Dust Puppy, the name was later changed to Roomba just before its launch. When the Roomba hit the market in 2002, it quickly became a household name. Its sleek, disc-like design and ability to navigate rooms while sucking up dirt and debris was everything consumers were looking for. With its blend of functionality and user-friendliness, the Roomba changed how people approached cleaning, making it a staple in homes around the world. 14. Amazon Drone Delivery. Amazon kept its drone delivery plans under wraps for years, quietly developing technology that could change how we receive packages. The first hints of this groundbreaking project came in 2013 when Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos started talking about it. But the thing is, the details remained mostly hidden as the company worked diligently on perfecting the technology. With a focus on safety and reliability, Amazon aimed to create a system that could autonomously deliver packages directly to customers' doorsteps within minutes. When Amazon finally unveiled its plans, it was crazy. These were all great, but there have also been discovered recently that no one saw them coming. Not because they were a secret when they were being developed, but because they were so crazy, no one would have expected them to be real. 15. WaterGen. Even though access to clean drinking water is a global challenge, WaterGen offers an innovative solution that came out of the blue. This remarkable device extracts drinking water from the air using a patented technology that condenses moisture. It operates kind of like a dehumidifier, making it an effective option for arid regions where clean water can be hard to come by. The story of WaterGen begins with the understanding that humidity exists everywhere, even in the driest environments. The company focused on harnessing this moisture to create a sustainable source of drinking water. By pulling air into the device, it cools the air and condenses the moisture. 16. Acha. Even though humanoid robots have been a topic of fascination for decades, Acha is a standout example of what's possible when technology takes a leap forward. Developed by Engineered Arts, this impressive robot goes beyond just automation. It can express emotions and engage in meaningful conversation. Acha has lifelike facial expressions that allow it to convey a range of emotions. This makes interactions feel a lot more natural, since it can recognize objects and respond to questions with an understanding that many robots before it just didn't have. The combination of robotics and artificial intelligence in Acha really shows significant advancements in the field. This one robot can help people in their homes, but also be the perfect companion for just about anything you're doing in life. 17. Eskin technology. Even though the concept of touch may seem simple, Eskin technology is pushing the boundaries of how we experience physical connections. Developed by researchers at the City University of Hong Kong, this innovative wireless soft Eskin allows users to share the sensation of touch over long distances. Even if you're hundreds of miles away, you can easily feel a loved one's hand squeeze your hand.
Francisco uses it to print the electronic materials concocted by Jennings' team.
This groundbreaking technology completely changes emotional connections, making distant relationships feel a little closer. The Eskin is designed to mimic the sensations of touch, allowing users to experience a range of tactile feelings remotely. The potential applications for Eskin technology are vast, from enhancing communication between loved ones to creating immersive experiences in virtual reality. This paired with VR technology, distances would never be a thing ever again. 18. Injected spiders. Even though the idea might sound a bit creepy, Next Robotics is paving the way for innovative advancements in robotics. Researchers at Rice University have taken a very unique approach by transforming dead spiders into robotic grippers. By injecting these arachnids with air, they can control the movements of the legs, effectively turning them into functional tools. This unconventional method not only showcases creativity in engineering, but also explores new avenues in bioengineering. The resulting robotic grippers can pick up and manipulate small objects all on their own. While the concept of using these creatures may raise eyebrows, Necrobotics opens exciting possibilities for soft robotics and other applications where delicate handling is essential. 19. Smart contact lenses. Even though smart contact lenses might sound like something we're still really far away from seeing in the real world, they are quickly becoming a reality. These innovative lenses have the potential to monitor vital health metrics, like glucose levels for diabetics, making it easier for users to keep track of their health without the need for traditional testing methods. But that's not all. Smart contact lenses can also offer augmented reality experiences. It'll basically be like having a VR headset without all the craziness that comes with it. No bulkiness. All the VR features would be built right into your eye. As the technology develops, smart contact lenses could change how we manage our health and interact with the world, giving them all the features a smartwatch also has, and take it to the literal next level. 20. Fuel from thin air. Even though the hunt for sustainable energy often focuses on solar or wind power, engineers at École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne are exploring an exciting new frontier with their prototype device that extracts hydrogen fuel from moisture in the air. This innovative technology could revolutionize how we think about renewable energy sources.
The challenges here are to find a system that has the right porosity.
Harnessing the moisture present in the atmosphere, the device offers a way to produce hydrogen fuel without the need for extensive infrastructure or the depletion of natural resources. With it, we'll have a reliable, sustainable energy source that could potentially reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and contribute to cleaner air. As the world is trying to stay on top of the challenges of climate change, developments like this could pave the way for a future where energy is not only abundant, but also environmentally friendly. 21. Smelly VR. Even though virtual reality is already an immersive experience, researchers at the City University of Hong Kong are taking it a step further with their Smelly VR system. It introduces the sense of smell into the virtual world, adding another layer of realism to VR experiences. The Smelly VR device works by heating and melting odorous wax to release various scents, creating a feedback system that users can experience while engaging in virtual environments. That would take movies and TV shows to a whole other level. 22. Neuralink. If there's anyone who can change the way humans and computers interact, it's Elon Musk. His company, Neuralink, founded in 2016, aims to create brain-computer interfaces that could revolutionize how we interact with machines and even enhance human capabilities. The project began with ambitious objectives, focusing on addressing neurological conditions like paralysis, memory loss, and other cognitive impairments. By implanting tiny threads into the brain, Neuralink hopes to facilitate communication between neurons and external devices. This technology is already enabling people who have gone through the human trials to control computers or other devices directly with their thoughts, potentially transforming lives for those with disabilities. As this groundbreaking technology continues to develop, it could lead to unprecedented advancements in neuroscience, artificial intelligence, and even the very concept of what it means to be human. If you had the option to use one of these pieces of technology, which one would it be?